Hey y'all, what is good? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Morgan. This is Mo Life. We talk about life, love, health, relationships, any and everything. Welcome back if you're returning. Today, I wanted to make a video on something that I recently learned about. In my opinion, it's something that should be taught in schools. Women and men alike should be aware of it and should know about it. And it is called the Infradian Rhythm. So we've all heard of the circadian rhythm, which is the 24-hour cycle that men and women go through every day, and that's like our sleep cycle. So that basically explains, why do we get sleepy at night? Why do we have a certain amount of energy at this time of the day versus this time of the day? That explains the daily sleep cycle, but the infradian rhythm is something that women have who still get their period. So to break down the root infra means beyond, and dian means a day. So infradian means beyond a day or more than a day. Your infradian rhythm is the cycle that women go through when they have their period and they're menstruating. Now, when I was in school, I was taught that like your cycle or your monthly was literally just the 1 week that you bled. That's it. I was like, oh, okay, like once a week or once a month, I'm finna bleed. It's gonna be nasty and stuff, but like it's only one thing a month, and then like the rest of my month is normal. No. Let me tell you what it really is. So your infradian rhythm is comprised of 4 different parts. Your period, your menstruation, is only literally one part of the whole entire rhythm. Phase 1, you have your follicular phase. Phase 2 is your ovulatory phase. Phase 3 is your luteal phase, and phase 4 is menstruation. Just to give kind of like a little background information on this, each phase that women go through when they're in their menstrual childbearing ages is different, and different things are happening in your body. So your infradian rhythm impacts 6 different systems of your body. It impacts brain, your metabolism, your immune system, your microbiome, your stress response system, and your reproductive system. So your period is one part of something that's impacting your entire body for the entire month. And this is why women and men are so different, is because women's bodies are literally changing all month, every month, whereas men go through a very they only have a 24-hour cycle. So if they're in a bad mood one day, it's like, all right, like this is just one day. But women, like, our whole entire biology is constantly changing the entire month, which is why women seem much more emotional, much more up and down, much different in general, because our brains and our bodies are literally doing different things every single day and every single week. In fact, research shows that the infradian rhythm that women go through actually changes your brain chemistry by 25%, depending on what area of your cycle that you're in. So if you feel like you're a different person one time of the month versus the other, like you literally are, like your brain is literally different. There's nothing wrong with you at all. That's just what is happening in your body at that time. So to break it down a little bit more, phase 1 is your follicular phase, and that's 7 to 10 days after your period ends. In this phase, your energy levels start to pick back up, your estrogen starts to pick back up, and then your energy is going to steadily increase. Usually when you're on your period, like you're tired, your body's burning more calories, so you don't have a lot of energy. This is the phase when your energy levels are starting to go up again. Number 2 is your ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase means you are ovulating. This means that the egg that is in the woman is being released down, and this is the phase where you would be most likely able to get pregnant. I'm trying to bust some myths too right here, because women and men sometimes are very, very confused about pregnancy and how it works. A lot of times we're taught to be very scared, like, oh, you can have sex one time and get pregnant. And while this is true, if you know how your cycle actually works, you know that there's certain times in the month that you will not get pregnant, or it's extremely, extremely, extremely low, versus other times during your ovulatory phase where your egg is literally being released and is ready to go like that with the sperm and make a baby, that time of the month you are much more likely to get pregnant. So if you want to get pregnant, that's the time to kabang, kabang, caboodle. If you don't want to get pregnant, know when that time is and just do your thing a little bit later, or use contraception during that time of your month. All right, your luteal phase is after you ovulate and your egg doesn't have any sperm to meet with it. Like, I don't have to be here anymore. Your body is starting to get ready to shed the lining that your womb created. So basically what happens is that when you ovulate, your egg, if it gets fertilized, has all this nice tissue in your womb that it can cozy up on and form into a baby. If the egg does not get fertilized, like I said, the egg's like, I don't have to be in here, deuces, and that lining that's supposed to protect the baby and give it the nutrients to help it grow also doesn't have to be there. That is what your period is. Your period is the lining in your uterus coming out because it's not being used to make a baby. All right, during this luteal phase, your body's going through a lot of things. It's getting rid of what it doesn't need. Your metabolism is going to be higher because your body is doing more things on the inside. So naturally, if you're burning more energy, you're going to get hungrier. Naturally, during this time, if you're burning more calories, you're going to need more calories. So this would be a time of the month there's no problem if you need to eat some more food. Like, I know me personally, there's times of the month where I'm like, bro, I'm so hungry all the time for no reason. And if you start tracking your cycle, this is probably why. It's because your body's literally burning more calories, which means you need to eat more. And finally, number 4, menstruation is when your body is shedding that lining and the blood physically comes out. So why is this important? Why should you know? Why does it matter? Why do men need to know? It's important because women's bodies, first of all, are magical and dope as fuck, because the fact that they're going through all of this throughout the whole month and women can still function and be amazing human beings with so much going on is pretty dope. But also, it's important to understand and have knowledge about your body so you know, like, hey, this is normal. Hey, this isn't normal. Hey, if this is happening during this time of the month, this is because of X, Y, and Z. So, like, you're getting rid of a lot of, like, anxiety about your body. Having an understanding helps you know how to take care of yourself better as well. And men, this is just good for you to know, because I think it's important for you to know how the other half of the population is literally biologically created. That way you can stop throwing, oh, are you on your period in our face, all that good stuff, because there's a lot going on and we're dealing with a lot that you will never understand. So please be patient. So basically, the reason I made this video is to introduce this topic to you guys. Please research it more. There's a lot more information on different types of things you can do during different phases to help, what's that word? Basically, there's different things that you can do depending on your time of the month to make that time of the month as best as that can be for you, depending on what your body's going through. So all in all, we have 4 phases. Your period is not just when you bleed. That's only one phase of your entire infradian rhythm. It is very important to know about. Women who have their periods go through this. Women who are on birth control or who use IUDs or use any type of contraception that basically messes with your hormones, you're going to have a very different infradian rhythm. You might not have the same one at all. Obviously, if your hormones are being impacted from an outside source and not from your natural body, your rhythm is going to be thrown off. So this is just something to be aware of. It's very natural to go through this cycle. It's what your bodies are made to do. If you are on the pill, or if you're having a different type of like cycle, still tracking what your body is doing, how you feel, can also just help you keep better tabs on yourself and allow you to be more aware of what your body needs depending on what it's going through. So, follicular phase, ovulatory phase, luteal phase, menstruation. Your period is more than you just bleeding once a month, okay? Learn about it, become aware, educate yourself. It's so important to know about how your body works, how it functions, and what it needs to be at its best. I hope this video helped. I learned about this way too late in my life. I had just heard about it for the first time, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I think that everybody in the whole world should be aware of this thing and how it impacts women everywhere. So with that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. It really helps get my videos out to more people so they can also be aware and be more educated on different stuff. Have a good one, and I will catch y'all later.